You. Oh.
Muted? Hello? The
I can hear
bones
you.
are the money. So, what happened?
What happened? Is it good? Update's all good?
Add source. There we go. Now can you guys hear me? Hopefully.
I can hear you.
Yay! It should have already been in there, but I must not have. I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't there. Anyway, hello and welcome to This is Difficult
back.
Podcast, the show where we talk about video games
And have
and other
difficult
things,
time.
but mostly just video games. I'm your host, Paul, and I'm having difficult time with my audio.
I was having a difficult time with my everything a second ago.
Yeah.
I can't believe this
Josh,
thing.
Josh has a virus.
Woohoo!
Gross.
Allegedly.
Don't kiss me.
I haven't gone to the
And
doctor yet to get
Colin-
tested, but
It's a computer virus.
what?
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
man, think of how many computers I've been with.
Oh my lord.
Oh no, I've parsected your computer before multiple
God,
times.
Oh god, you didn't use protection.
Oh, you guys have been parsexing?
Parsexing.
Jesus.
That is what we call it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Colin and
funny.
I parsexed yesterday.
Unprotected parsecs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Parsexing
we
a
played.
lot.
Speaking of which, this is a video game podcast,
you
You
heard
played
and
a
it?
video game without us? What the hell?
I
Without
played a
me?
video game without you, and so did Colin. And
What?
it's a video game we've invited you to play with us multiple times, so I don't
Except
feel
for
bad.
yesterday.
That's sort of ditto. We ditto.
Called
Colin,
Swords
you
of
were
Ditto.
literally like, I'm busy. That wasn't work. That was just video games, you asshole. You said you're
No,
getting paid.
no. I actually was working at the time, and then Paul was like, "Yo,
Okay.
you want to play this game?" I was like, "Yeah, that sounds more fun than helping Josh." So
What
Yeah.
the fuck? You still helped me though.
Yeah.
we did in a lot.
Yeah,
of ways.
he didn't play long, and he's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
He likes to do that.
So, but yeah, we played it.
gotta
It was a
go.
lot of fun.
I'm gonna go right now.
Which that was the featured game. We finally got to the featured
Nice,
game.
we all did it.
We all did it.
Damn it.
I sent I sent links in your
It's $6. Give me a break.
your thing.
Just kidding.
Bro, I will buy the game for you. I will buy it
No.
for you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Well, hi everybody. Are we live? Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're
I
live.
think I'm the only viewer.
live.
It says.
Me too.
That sucks. We need to share this. Let's share bomb everything.
And Dara's stealing all our viewers.
Dude, she always steals all our viewers.
It's hard not to go live at the same time as her, though.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what? Here's the thing: is like she is well aware of when the podcast starts because she used to be in our pre-show. We used to. She used to come and do the pre-show with us, and do like we'd talk about streaming strategy and so on and so forth.
Here's a good streaming strategy. When you know when your competitor is going live, go live an hour
Not even
before them.
competitors. We're not supposed to be competing. We're supposed to
I
be
know,
like trying to
just
help
kidding.
each other out. You know what
My
I mean?
numbers go
No.
up though
Yeah.
when Daylight goes offline.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh,
Yeah,
same.
Mine, yeah.
I
Mine's-
noticed a ton of people that are normally not
and
there. Just show
like
up
I know
and-
exactly when she goes live because all my viewer counts just like out of nowhere.
It's kind of our
Yeah,
fault
it
for not
just dies.
spreading around to other communities, though.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Nice.
Just everyone in our fishbowl likes her more. Fishbowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Fishbowl?
Fishbowl.
Like the
Yes.
small community. All the same fish.
Well,
I'm
she's prettier than we are.
Oh, have
What?
you seen me shirtless? I'm just kidding. Because it's horrible. How's my PC looking? Is it okay?
Looks like it's not updating. That's kind of weird.
Hmm.
Probably because it has a virus, guys.
Virus like knows better. It's like no.
No.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna self promote in your channel too, homie.
Illegal.
There
No,
you
just
go.
kidding. Come on down, everybody. Damn it. It really is just me watching. Wow, we're like literally doing this to no one
There we
right
go.
now, honestly.
That's okay. We can
Is
do it to no one.
Okay, might as well.
All right. Well, let's keep talking. This goes on YouTube too, so
That's true. I'll watch it
Yeah.
there.
yeah.
I'll be sure to
So
watch it. there,
if
too.
you missed it tonight, I know you're all busy out there, self quarantining
Mandari.
and such. But yeah, come check us out. Oh, did we post in a Mandari thing? Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
let's
that rude
undercut
guy
her.
and does it when she. Yeah. Oh, dude, people do it to me all the time. It drives me nuts.
Aw.
Anyway, So, hey, Cinema
Hey
Cast is here.
guys, cinema.
Everyone's too busy playing the Predator game.
Cinema.
That's
the
another
Predator
game I played.
game?
Oh, bro, I played it this week. It was so I thought the demo ended today. I thought it ended like last night at midnight. But anyhow, the Predator game is it's still free to play. Nice. I think only for today. Because the game doesn't actually come out until the 20th of next month. But it's a asymmetrical survival game based on the Predator movies.
Based on Jeffrey Epstein? I'm just kidding.
Based on Epstein.
I couldn't think of another Predator.
Bill Cosby.
There you go. That's a good one.
Who's the other motherfucker?
He's the DLC.
Who's the guy? Yeah, guy that got Weinstein.
Weinstein. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Didn't you go to prison or something like that?
Oh, they released 2 more maps. That's dope.
Nice. Oh, look, we have a huge amount of people.
We do have a huge amount of people.
Batman. It's all 3 of us.
Colin, Josh, and Paul. Yeah, it's amazing. We do this podcast together because we're friends. We do it every week.
Every week, guys. Isn't that wild?
I do it.
You two can see us together right now.
So yeah, it's an awesome game. Like you get to obviously the killer or the hunter, whatever you want to call it, is the Predator from said movies. And then you play as like if you're not that, there's 4 human characters that you can play as, and there's different classes that you can get. There's like a I didn't get far enough to explore all the other classes, so your default class is assault, and then there's like a scout and like a medic class or something like that. I think there's like 4 classes total. But they all have different abilities and whatnot. And as you progress, you can unlock more guns and abilities for both yourself, like the humans, and the Predator. And it's also got like a PvE element to it, right? So it's not just the fire team versus the Predator. You also have to go in and like raid outposts and like kill drug dealers and like gather intelligence and things like that. Like accomplish actual missions within the game.
That sounds cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
fun.
really cool. I really wanted Colin to see it. I didn't really get to. Well, you did stop by and watch me play a couple as the people, right?
Sounds better than DBD.
Yeah. I wish you could have seen the Predator, because the Predator has like really freaking awesome movement. And like very cool abilities, just like the movie. Like you can like parkour from tree to tree. You've got like your invis. You've got the thermal vision.
Why be a human?
The whole. Oh my god, it's so freaking cool.
Why would you want to be a human?
It's absolutely the very first one of these asymmetrical games that Colin plays all the time that I've actually been interested in and enjoyed. To be honest,
I'm not a big asymmetrical fan, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Neither am I, but this one was actually really fun.
Colin, you even told me DBD is a bad game unless you're playing with friends.
What? It's a bad game. Let's play with friends.
Everything's dude. There's so many bad games that are still fun if you're playing with friends, because playing with your friends is fun. Like I can't tell you how many hours I've played terrible games.
Don't restart right now.
Don't restart, guys. Please, God, don't restart. Oh,
or should I? And should I jump into my phone real quick and restart it?
Just wait, dude.
You just wait.
Just wait. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Let's
dying.
make it through the podcast. We'll make it
we
through
the podcast. We can do it,
podcast.
guys. Sorry, we're all kind of scrapped together.
Lordy. So, what about you guys? Did you play any other cool games this week?
Play any cool games?
This game called Swords of Ditto.
What? I never heard of that.
There's a really cool game called Swords of Ditto that we played.
Yeah, I totally played that too. Shut the fuck.
Did you? Or did you? Are you sure?
Too bad that was last month's game of the month. You just missed it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. How was that?
It was actually a lot of fun.
So fun.
Yeah, it's actually it's honestly it starts with you waking up.
Oh, Zelda.
It's Zelda. Like it's just Zelda only with a different coat of paint. That's really what the game is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The dungeons are fun too. The bosses are cool. They're really hard.
They're really hard. And they're even harder when you're playing co-op, I noticed.
Oh wow.
Because like Colin and I played and and got our asses handed to us on the first dungeon.
Well, Paul did. I had to keep picking his ass up.
Well, that's because we didn't buy any food.
If it had been me by myself,
and someone kept dropping me in a fucking hole.
That was on purpose.
I know.
It does sound like him.
Yeah, he was dropping me in a fucking hole in a co-op game.
Yeah,
are
he hits me off the edge every time. Every time we play Mario.
Oh my god, Jamal.
Hat in time.
Years ago they tried to.
Fun.
Years ago they tried to. Are we live? Sorry, it was an inside joke with.
Yes, all of our viewers seem to get
Everyone loves it. No, dude, Shamali started it. He started the inside joke. A lot of people get it. It's from a meme. It's from a meme.
All right,
anyway, don't worry about it.
Is it a good meme?
It's a good meme. It's a really good meme.
Didn't you play another new
game?
Meme? Didn't you play another game this week though that I didn't recognize, Colin?
Colino?
It was another asymmetrical. No, he doesn't remember. It wasn't.
He
played last year, but he's played that game before.
Oh, you played that this year.
Yo, you just played yourself.
Anyway, I thought that was new to us. Never mind. It just looks. Exactly
it was new
like
to me. I've never actually watched him play before. It was way more interesting to watch than Dead by Daylight. I will say that.
Dead by Daylight.
Way more.
We pushed over a plank.
Yeah.
I just hate how it takes like an actual 1 minute time in order to do anything in that game. I can't wait to fix
so
this
amazing
generator.
How dumbfounded these like serial killers are by pallets.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, oh god damn it, there's another pallet. I guess I just what do I go around? Is that do I go around?
But I still have to
Next
walk
week
around.
we'll make fun of Destiny 2 and Mario Galaxy.
There's no way.
Dude, Mario Galaxy's too good. I love that game.
On that
game's
note,
amazing.
That's what I played this week. All the Mario games.
You didn't play Swords Ditto?
Dude.
That's weird.
Oh yeah, you didn't play the featured game that we've been talking about for a goddamn month?
Anyway, they hold up fantastically, in case you're all wondering. Except Mario Galaxy 1 does not really hold up as well as the others, honestly.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of Mario Galaxy. I was thinking of the one on Switch. I've
Galaxy
actually never played
Really?
Galaxy.
I've never recommend starting with Mario Galaxy 2. If you're gonna do
my
it.
brother raves about the Galaxy games. But yeah, I was thinking about Mario Odyssey. I don't know why.
Odyssey is basically Galaxy 3.
Odyssey is so good. That is such a freaking amazing
honestly,
game.
I'm on the fence if Galaxy 2 is better game or not.
Really?
I have to replay Odyssey because I'm going through all of them right now. Galaxy 1 was like, clearly could use some ironing out. Galaxy 2 is flawless so far. And then once we get to Odyssey, I'll have a good opinion on what's the best out of those three.
Yeah.
But honestly, right now, I think Sunshine is still my favorite out of all these. You know,
Sunshine's maybe my least favorite Mario game. Honestly,
damn,
that's probably it's probably because like it was one of those games that it's Adam's fault. That's really what I'm trying to say. It's one of those games that my brother, number one, played incessantly, and number two, he was just like so much better than anyone else at that game that it just made it not fun to play.
Maybe that's why I like it so much.
And so, yeah, he just ruined the game for me. So I never really got into that one. But like the reason that I love Odyssey so much is like how incredibly what's the word? Inventive, I guess. Yes. The boss battles are. The boss battles are so freaking unique. Like there's nothing like them, and they're
that's what
like
I felt about Odyssey.
The controls are really intuitive, like how you fight the boss. Like the one is, I think it's one of the first bosses in the game where you're like boxing with that giant like head thing. You know what I'm talking about? Inside like an upside down pyramid or something like that.
Yes. That one's pretty dope. Yeah.
That's an amazing boss fight.
Even
like
Bowser is
such a
great boss.
Bowser's an awesome boss. Yeah, absolutely.
I admit. Let's wait till I get to it for a true opinion.
Okay.
My only thought was Sunshine has incredibly smooth control.
Yeah.
Mario feels so goddamn good. But then Galaxy, he feels clunky. Galaxy 2, he feels a lot better. Odyssey, he feels incredible, but I need to play them side by side to really assess.
Do it. Yeah. Dude, I love Odyssey. Odyssey is also the one qualm that I have with Odyssey is it's extremely easy to get distracted and like not push forward in the game.
I agree.
It's
too much.
I wouldn't say it's too much. It's just like I don't know. There's always something shiny over here.
That's what
You
I'm
know what I
thinking,
mean?
yeah.
And so like it ends up helping you progress in a way anyway, because you end up getting stars or whatever the currency for that level is, right?
Yeah, moons or some shit.
Yeah, moons, stars.
I didn't like Odyssey. I thought it was,
Oh my
Honestly, the reason I
Lord.
think Colin didn't like is because we overhyped the fuck
everyone
out of it.
overhyped. Everyone's like, it's the greatest Mario game
When I
of
first,
all time.
yes, when
I
I
love
first
it.
played it, I 100%ed it, and I was convinced that it was better than 64.
It's so
and
good.
I was like, Colin, it's the best Mario game ever. And now I'm unsure on my opinion. It's kind of how I was with Breath. For me, when Breath first came out, I put it in my top 5 Zeldas because it was just so new and outrageous. But now it's like kind of like with time, we can see the reality of it more. And Colin was immediately like, okay, well, if it's not this good, then
Yeah,
fuck you
that's
guys.
exactly what it
So-
was. It was like sold to me.
Yeah, I get that.
That ruins games to a certain degree. But like I'm kind of with you, Josh. Like I wouldn't say it's better than 64, but it's definitely the best one I've played since 64.
That may be true also.
For me anyway, you know.
I like Galaxy 2 was
Galaxy
again,
2
I haven't played
is
it, so-
contending with me for like the best
Oh
new
my
age
God.
Mario game.
Galaxy 2 is just incredible, dude.
Yeah.
That's a disservice to yourself.
Dude, I think I'm gonna rebuy a.
I think you should, yeah.
I'm gonna rebuy a
GameCube.
Wii U. No,
Oh.
Wii U.
Yes. Don't forget
Because
to get Wiimote.
I sold mine in order to get my Switch,
yeah.
thinking that a lot of games
Oh,
would be
foolish.
available, and they weren't. Right, and so
Yeah.
like I want to play some of the later Zelda games that I never got a chance to play. You know,
Wind Waker.
I've played it, and I owned the digital version of the HD remake. So if I get one, I can just re-download it from the
Yes.
store. You know,
Quintessential version of Wind Waker, in my opinion.
yeah, it's amazing. I didn't finish it because I thought, so that game came out like 3 months before the fucking Switch did. Right,
It was,
and
it was
so
one of the last,
it was super close to when the Nintendo Switch came out. So I'm like, of course they're gonna bring it to the Switch, and they didn't. And I'm like,
Can't
what the
believe
fuck
they
have I
did
done?
it. And the main reason they didn't is because they didn't think about this. The Wii Mote or whatever the fuck you call it, the gamepad,
Yeah,
is necessary for playing it because like literally your whole inventory is on. You'd be like, oh, I just want to swap items, like without even pressing start or anything.
Yeah.
It was so intuitive and incredible.
so
and now
nice.
you can't use the gamepad as a controller unless you're on the gamepad only. So basically, this game doesn't work on your TV. And
Yeah.
without
Yeah,
an
but they could
auxiliary
easily
controller.
fix that. They could easily fix that
I
because
agree.
I mean, like the original didn't have that functionality.
They didn't
you know what
exactly,
I mean?
but I will admit
So-
that that's part of the functionality that I love so much.
It's so
about
nice.
HD
Yeah,
remake.
it's so nice.
HD
Yeah.
remake is one of the best remakes of the game, easily. It's so.
So
damn good.
I literally spent most of the day looking for used
Wii U's.
Wii
It's pretty
U's,
rare, I
yeah.
would assume.
Dude, a brand new Wii U
300
is like $900.
$900.
$900.
What?
But
the
check it out.
hell?
Check it
It's
out.
like a
I
mythical-
might be fucking myself here by telling everyone this. The best place to get it is GameStop online on
Oh wow.
GameStop's website. Like that's the cheapest
How
I've
much
found.
are they there?
You can get like a fully refurbished one for like $100. You can
Why
get
haven't you
one
done
with
it?
a few games for like 160. I'm probably going to. I just want
Oh
to
yeah,
figure out which one.
$110 for
I just
a
bought
Wii
5
U.
of them, and now they're sold
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, never mind. I just said Josh bought 5 of them, and then they're sold out.
Yeah,
Damn it.
yeah. That's
No,
the
I
news.
highly recommend. Yeah, I mean, there's only a few reasons to own a Wii U. 3D World, Super Mario 3D World,
3D World's amazing.
Oh yeah.
remake, probably Twilight
Oh,
Princess remake.
Paul,
Well, I
figured
can
out
play.
how
I can
to-
play Wii games on it. You know, so I can
Yes.
play like the backlogs. I can play Twilight Princess. I can play
Yes,
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
I can
yes.
play. You know.
Have you
all
not played
those.
Skyward Sword?
I haven't finished it. It's
Oh.
another game that I've played,
The
but I've
ending
never finished.
battle is incredible.
It's so
Yeah.
phenomenal. Like
I love
Colin-
Skyward Sword.
Colin
yeah.
made the best analogy how it's like giving birth because like there's so many good parts and so much joy from birthing this game into life, but like
but it's incredibly
also
painful.
like
and
pushing it through your fucking
someone's
vagina at the
screaming
same
at
time. And there's afterbirth
crazy.
everywhere.
Dude,
so
we
it
figured
definitely
out-
is a struggle.
We
Yeah.
figured out how to parsec though using your consoles.
Yes.
There's this dongle you can plug into your Wii U, Switch, or Wii, I believe, and it tricks it into thinking that it like you can plug in any controller at that point. So you can plug in like an Xbox or a PS4 controller into your Nintendo console, and it'll trick
Mhm.
it. Or you can plug in your PC into it with Bluetooth. So it basically use parsec and then Bluetooth to that dongle, and then your friend could play remotely with you on your
That's
console.
amazing.
Explain
need to
what
Molly
have
in the
Parsec
chat.
is.
Parsec is it's a application that lets you directly stream your friend's computer, right? And so you can decide how much control that person who is streaming with you has. So like if I enabled Colin to Parsec onto my computer, I could like give him mouse control, keyboard control, or controller control. If I didn't want him to have mouse and keyboard, I could uncheck mouse and keyboard. But it's almost seamless. Like the connection. It's honestly, I work with remote support software on a daily basis because that's my job, and this is better than all the remote support software that I use. You know, it's much quicker and much more responsive.
Yeah.
So you can play games. In fact, when Colin and I were playing Swords of Ditto this weekend, we were trying to use the built-in game share feature in Steam, and it sucked fat dicks. And so we switched to Parsec, and it was once we got it up and running, it was seamless. It worked great.
Yeah. That's what me and Colin are always using. He'll literally just appear on my computer to like fix a problem or something like that. Like he has complete control over my stuff, so he can like fix an issue or help me out if I need some editing or whatever. Or we could literally just play a game on my computer and it thinks that he's also in my computer,
right?
So he can just be second player if that makes sense.
It's great for games like Swords of Ditto,
Couch
which
co-op,
was the featured game, the game of the month that we all were supposed to play. That are intentionally designed for couch co-op and don't have online play.
Yeah,
you know,
this is specific. We played Diddy Kong Racing just the other day. It was so fucking fun.
That was fun. Yeah,
that was really fun. Yeah,
I won more.
That's really cool though that you guys found a way to hook it up to consoles.
Well,
we haven't done that yet.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet.
Well, it costs. You have to we don't have the high end like no latency graphics cards or capture cards.
That's my new donation goal.
So we need to get Yeah, I know you do, but then you also need this like $65 dongle too.
Gotcha.
So, tell me it was $65. Fuck.
It's $65.
Dude, let's make a donation goal for you.
I have a $200 goal right now, so I guess that kind of incorporates both.
It does. Yeah, I was going to tell you that.
Yeah. Are you going? So, I think that Elgato's newest capture card can capture in 4K, and like it's an external card, and it can both capture and pass through 4K at up to 60 frames per second.
That's amazing.
It's dope.
In other words, the quintessential streaming device.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
That's definitely what I'm
the one that I have is great. I've got the HD60S, which is like the next one down from that.
I think that's what I have.
I think you have the HD60. Wow. The HD60S is the one with zero latency.
So mine's just crap.
First one. It's not crap. It's just
utter garbage.
It's utter garbage actually. You know what?
I honestly rarely use my new capture card because I'm always using my GV USB capture card, which
are you?
Is like what? Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, it's funny. I didn't realize that. I didn't think about that.
I'm almost always using the old school capture card, which is $30, and I can hook it up to any old school.
It has like device. Almost zero latency too. It's pretty fast.
Great. Yeah, I'm playing Super Nintendo, and it looks flawless to me.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like
doesn't look flawless.
Shut the fuck. He hates old graphics.
No.
Oh.
I love old graphics.
It looks bad, really.
No, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look flawless. You can definitely see there's some weird lines that shouldn't be there, but it looks good enough to stream.
Okay, I wonder if there's a better version of that one.
There's
top of the line. I thought
there's a lot of different devices that you can get for streaming HD. None of them are perfect, I don't think. Mostly because the old VGA isn't designed to it doesn't translate to HD properly. You know what I mean? So
makes some sense.
But there are there's a lot of different options. Honestly, the one you're using is probably like for the money, definitely the best, and it doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
So I would say,
and it literally runs most of my consoles. The only thing I need the Elgato for is my Switch and my Wii U, which I really kind of wish was on GV USB because it's kind of frustrating. I don't know. I need the new one so I can do my headphones and shit. And the
Yeah.
zero latency is really nice. And so we can do the co-op, the super parsec basically.
And I want that so bad for the Super Mario 3D World.
Oh yes, Super Mario 3D World. So that's gonna be next to
Rayman,
Mariothon.
Origins, Legends.
If anyone hasn't played this Super Mario 3D World, it's definitely the black sheep. I mean, aside from Sunshine of the Mario universe, but it's 4-player couch co-op, and it feels a lot like Super Mario 64.
So I've never played 3D World, but I have 3D Land on the 3DS, and I freaking love that game.
I love 3D Land.
I absolutely love it.
3D World is like 10 times better still.
Sure, of course.
Really?
I do love 3D Land a lot.
3D Land's amazing.
I got that first. And I was like, this is basically going to be a console version of that. And not only was it a console version, but just
so much more.
Enhanced. Exactly. It's enhanced in every way. It's so much bigger in every way. 4-player couch co-op. It was, a very similar type of structure of a game for sure. Where it feels like a 2D plus a 3D, which is
very nice, very nice.
Plus the cat.
You guys want to talk about news? We got 30 minutes in without talking about news.
I know.
Holy
we just
shit.
went off.
Yeah. Let's get into that. So this week, a surprise Nintendo Direct dropped. They announced Borderlands Legacy Collection, Bioshock Legacy Collection, XCOM Legacy Collection.
Yeah.
These are all 2K games that are coming to the Wii. Or sorry, we've been talking about the Wii U so much. To the Switch. A whole lot of other things.
Games.
There's a game called Shinsekai Into the Depths that was previously a Apple exclusive game, which is like an underwater 2D exploration adventure game. It looks pretty cool.
Doesn't look like the controls.
That shadow dropped this week. I didn't put all of it in the notes because there's a ton of things. Like this was, they called it a direct mini, but it was like 45 minutes long and had a whole bunch of stuff.
I think the reason it was a mini is because the biggest thing they revealed was like literally DLC for one of their biggest franchises. Usually like a full size will be like, and here's a fucking Mario game.
Well, they shadow dropped like 3 games, right? So they shadow dropped that one that I mentioned. So Shinsekai is out now. They shadow dropped a game called Good Job, which looks like a workplace puzzle game.
Oh, you don't have a job during coronavirus. Well, enjoy it. That's exactly why we can get into it later.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm totally down to talk about that. Yeah. Let's see. There was some news about about Catherine Full Body is coming to Switch, which is kind of a big deal. It's kind of a very mature, like psychological puzzler / dating sim. It's a very weird game.
Little Leisure Suit Larry-esque.
It's got a very, very big cult following, though.
It does,
a lot of people really enjoy it. Let's see. They announced that the next Smash Brothers character is going to come from the game ARMS, which no one fucking cares about.
No one gives a shit.
No one gives any shit.
We got a DLC character.
Yeah, we got a trailer for Bravely Default 2, which is actually cool. A lot of people really enjoy the RPG. I've never played it, but I've heard really good things. No, it's coming to the Switch.
Oh, is it?
It's coming to the Switch.
That's awesome.
So they announced a game called Ninjala, which looks like it's made on the Splatoon engine.
Yes.
But it's a free to play like ninja game,
Fortnite.
Like with ninja. It's basically like Ninja Fortnite with Splatoon graphics and weapons and stuff.
I actually was into it,
but it's like melee based. It actually looks pretty cool, and it's going to be free to play. But that's going to come with all sorts of weird microtransactions and shit.
Exactly.
I'm sure.
I would have been super mad at that game if it wasn't completely free.
Yeah,
aside from microtransactions.
This one was big. So Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, which is an old game. It's very good. It's supposed to come out for all consoles like later on next month. They shadow dropped that on the Switch this week.
Yeah, pretty huge.
They also announced that Episode 1 Racer is coming to the Switch, which is really cool.
The thing I had for my N64.
Yep, the thing you had for your N64.
Yeah.
Yep. Panzer Dragoon remake shadow dropped.
That was free, I thought.
Panzer Dragoon remake shadow dropped this week, which is fantastic. I was playing that a little bit. I didn't play it on stream. I'm actually going to post this here because I'm not going to read through all this.
What did you think of that, by the way? Because a lot of people saying it's the quintessential version of that series.
Well, I mean, it's honestly, I think they could have, if they were like really remake. It feels more like a remaster than a remake to
I
me.
hate when they do that.
So like, I feel like they didn't put enough work into remaking it.
Yeah.
Because they could have like really gone all out. But if you really enjoy the original Panzer Dragoon,
Nope.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't
love
play
it.
them.
Oh, okay. I love it.
I
And
suck.
so I really enjoyed it. The controls are a little weird, but once you get used to it, it's a lot of fun.
You just fly a dragon.
Kind of, yeah. You just shoot shit from a dragon, but it
That
actually
kinda
has
sounds
story
great.
and stuff.
Sounds good.
What I would love is I forget the name of it. I think it's just called like Panzer Dragoon RPG or something like that. There was an RPG that came out for the Sega Saturn that was a follow-up to Panzer Dragoon. Maybe it's called Panzer Dragoon Saga. Maybe that's what it's called.
Panzer Unicorn.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, it's an RPG based in the same universe, and it's got like very unique battle system compared to a lot of RPGs. It's pretty freaking awesome.
It does sound good. I mean, if people like it, I like it.
Yeah. We got the Trials of Mana release date, which I'm super excited for.
Super excited as well.
Some other shit. It's in there. You guys can look at that.
I will say it was one of the
heftier.
Link.
It was super hefty for like a mini. Yeah.
Yeah, super big. So I can't even imagine what their fucking actual is going to be. It's going to be meat. It's going to be like Metroid, Paper Mario, regular Mario, Odyssey 2, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could use an Odyssey 2
Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild 2. Why did I miss that?
Or Galaxy 3.
Galaxy 3. So the
Galaxy
rumor, this is a real thing. The rumor is that they're
way.
going to do Odyssey 2 or Galaxy 3.
They're not doing another. They're on to Odyssey.
Be surprised.
They're not going to do another Galaxy.
They promised.
They promised. I know. They're more likely to do the same namesake when they're on the same console. The only time they've ever made two Mario games on the same console was Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
So, aside from Super Mario World 2. So they usually do that when they.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It just doesn't seem like a Nintendo thing to do to revert back to a different.
Agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but one thing that they just better not call it Breath of the Wild 2, or I'm going to be pretty mad because they've never done that with the Zelda game before, and it just feels
they have.
like. Name it.
Zelda 2.
That's but it's just not even the same game. Okay. You got me there.
Damn, he knows more about Zelda than you do.
No, I said it at the same time. I knew he was going to say that, but
to
me, it just feels like we're in such a new era that it could just be I guess if it's the exact, Majora's Mask was an Ocarina of Time too. You know what? You catch my drift on that?
But
right.
Yeah, but it wasn't also called
Link's Awakening. Wasn't called Links to the Future. You know what I mean? Like it was.
Yeah, but Link's
That's Back to the
Awakening is not
Future.
necessarily a direct
It's
sequel.
supposed to be Link after he leaves Hyrule.
But it doesn't necessarily say when.
Yeah.
It does, like it's
All
not
right.
it's not blatantly a sequel.
Why is
Now-
he sailing?
Now, Link Between Worlds is a direct
Yes.
sequel to Link to the Past. So
But they didn't call Link to the Past.
they didn't call it Link to the Past 2. You're right.
That's all I'm saying is it would
I'm
feel
with you.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, I'll still get it.
yeah.
Just not on point tonight. Yeah. Anyway, Odyssey
Nintendo has copyright stricken every Nintendo based or themed game on Dreams, which is not a surprise to anyone. So Dreams,
they have to protect their shit.
right? Exactly, they have to.
They're the only company left with an identity. Let's be
Yeah.
real here.
Honestly, kind of, yeah.
They
I
really
mean, I
are.
think Sony still does.
Well, you got
Son-
Kratos.
Yeah, Sony's got
They have
Kratos and
Kratos
fucking
only.
Nathan Drake.
But now it's like a girl protagonist. I don't even know who she is.
That was a side game, homie.
Was it?
Yeah, that was a
See how
side game. That
unclear
was like a spin-off. That was a spin-off.
After 4,
Though
was
I
like,
think 4, speaking of which, 4 is going to be free in April.
good. It should be free
on-
from the
on-
start.
Okay.
I just thought that series kind of died with the original 3.
Yeah.
When you put 3 consecutive games on the same console, it's like, damn, that's like really milking the shit out of the series.
Yeah, but people love those games, man. I
On
don't
the
know.
third
You're
one,
like
I
the
started-
you're the only person that says anything negative about
Ah,
those games.
I loved 1 and I loved 2, and then I liked 3, and then I was like, 4 was like really dragged on for me. It was like, okay, cool, I'm climbing a mountain. Oh, a shootout. Okay, gotta climb a mountain. Oh, a shootout. Oh, gotta climb a mountain. Oh, a shootout. Like it just felt like the same shit over and over, and the cutscenes were uninspired.
I'm only
Yeah.
in your left ear. That is very strange. We should be all on the same audio
Waiting
track.
for the ASMR effect.
Yeah,
oh,
maybe.
Paul, you are all in my left ear.
Talk
That's
again.
real strange.
I can't
God
tell.
damn it.
No, I think
This is
you're
what
good.
I get for
No, you're definitely coming out
trying
of
to
both.
improve my audio.
You're coming out of both of my ears.
No,
I'm
check
coming
the
out of both of
stream.
your ears?
Check the stream.
Yeah, you got to check the stream.
Oh, here.
That is really bizarre. I don't know. I wouldn't even know the first way to fix that.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yep. Go
Do
to
you
your
wanna fix
advanced
it?
audio settings and
Are.
down mix to mono.
Where? Okay, hold on.
You are only coming out of the left.
Hold on.
That's super
Where's-
weird.
Oh, down mix to
What's the sleep
mono
buttons?
on there. Oh, There we
Boom.
go.
Fix it.
Uncharted 4
Is
and
it
Last of Us
fixed?
are both extremely
think
boring
so.
gameplay loops. says
how's that
Jamali.
sound?
I agree, Jamali.
Better? Excellent. All right. Sorry about that.
No.
That's-
Cinema, I can't hear him in stream. It comes through both of my ears on our Zoom call, but not in the actual stream. So that
Put it
tells me that
back. Oh, you
I
want
want
some
my ASMR.
Oh, was it doing like if I go to the different side of the microphone? Was it?
Maybe that's what
Maybe.
it is. You just have
Dude,
such a
I
good
wonder.
mic.
No, this mic sucks. Like I should be using my Yeti for this, but my
Yeti better than that. Huh.
Yeah, Yeti's better than this. This is a shitty Razer mic.
Oh.
Yeah. But the
Good point.
only mic that I have that works on my PlayStation is my Yeti, so that's hooked up with that. I'm gonna buy the new Yeti soon. Actually, I'm gonna buy the Yeti X.
The Yeti
here
whiteout?
really soon.
No, I'm just kidding.
the
Yeah,
whiteout.
The whiteout.
The other one's called
Um,
blackout. Ha ha ha.
That's hilarious.
Made a joke.
So Half-Life Alyx launched last week,
Yeah,
and
how's it doing?
it's doing really well. It's got
That's good.
launched to over 300,000 players,
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
which is huge for
Huge.
a VR game.
So my buddy
Huge.
got that on his new it was the Valve. He
Index.
has the
The
Index.
the super
He says
expensive
it's
Valve
the
Index.
best looking game he's ever played in his entire life.
That's
the
what I
most
hear.
immersive experience ever.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I heard it's
I hear
like
nothing but
mind-blowing.
photorealistic.
Photorealistic, yeah, which is insane for a VR game to like pretty
Yeah.
much this is going to be one of those games that pulls it into the acceptable future. People are like, no, look how good it really can look compared to a regular game. which
I
is huge.
legitimately think that this game is going to make or break VR, and
That's what I'm thinking.
and at the moment it looks like it's doing exactly what you're saying, is pushing it forward into like an actual gaming medium, whereas
Yeah.
before it was kind of like a big
gimmick.
fucking test. You know,
it was like, "Oh, cool, I'm in Resident Evil, but every time I
Yeah.
turn, it's still like blackout. It turns
Oh,
me
that's
6
What
degrees.
you played that in?
That's how it is on almost all of them.
No.
I just want a
No, no, no.
controller.
You played that on the PS4, right? Like the,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
are we talking about Resident Evil 4?
That's like toy VR.
yeah.
Oh.
But now you can just use a controller if you want. You don't even need to use.
You say it's toy VR, Colin, but it's the top selling VR.
it actually looks
VR.
really
And-
good.
yeah.
Honestly, the PS4.
It looks great. It just doesn't have full head tracking though. It has
Yeah.
Agreed.
like you can't do this kind of stuff. You can only do this kind of stuff. You know, it's like you're basically stuck in one area.
I
So
can't imagine how terrifying Half-Life is, though. Oh my god.
yeah, I know.
Dude, I
Trying to-
can't wait to try that. I don't
This-
have anything that I can try it on. I wish
this-
I did.
The same guy said he downloaded a bootleg copy of PT in VR, and he like actually almost died. Apparently, that's like too much to
He
even like
almost died.
visually. Everyone knows what PT is here, right?
Yep.
Post
Yep.
traumatic or whatever. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
the scariest game ever made.
Well, wasn't it like supposed to be the next iteration of Silent Hill?
Yes, and
Yeah.
it supposedly killed someone with a heart attack, and they had to rip it from the internet, and now you can only find bootleg copies. This
Yeah,
is rumor.
that's some creepy pasta, dude. Like, come
I feel
on.
like someone. No, maybe you're
Wait,
right.
what is
Maybe
this?
it
What
That's
is this? What
like-
did you say?
PT. Supposedly, someone had a heart attack and died playing it, so they pulled it, and it was
That's
supposed
No,
some
that's not-
bullshit.
that's
not
true.
Dude, that's creepy
to.
pasta.
I don't
man.
know.
That's creepy
sounds like
pasta.
something-
I heard it from the
promise you.
A guy who got
No,
virus on
that's
the
like-
computer probably would believe. You
What?
Yeah.
There's no one like that is in here.
Got him.
Give my computer the corona. Too much parsexing.
Jesus.
Make sure you wear.
You guys
protection.
need to be doing protected parsexing.
Yes.
No one? All right, let's move
Put your
on.
floppy in a sleeve. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I couldn't think of what the floppy thing.
I mean, that would be great if it was like 20 years ago. That would have been a great joke. you
Wow,
know?
that really dates me, doesn't it? Considering
I mean, it
shot
dates
out.
all of us. I mean, I got the joke.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
That's true. Some kids don't even know what a fucking floppy disk is. That's scary to me.
I used
Right,
to like write
yeah.
them and like put like secret codes on them for my friends.
Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah,
he had
absolutely.
friends.
Man.
La, la, la.
La, la, la.
Dude, those were the days though. Honestly, I as grateful as I am for all the awesome computing power and what we can do with computers these days. Like I have the most fun on my computer back in those days, where I was like sharing, you know, games and videos or whatever on
Yeah.
floppy disks and zip drives, and like, I'll download like my emulator and,
Yeah.
bring it over to my friend's house or
Those are the
whatever. Like
days.
that was fun, man. I had a lot of fun.
Computers
back
were
then.
easy. We didn't have to even I knew how to use a computer back in the day.
I like computers now.
Well,
I like
it's-
computers now too.
I used to
Yeah.
render
I'm just
shit
saying
and
I
like,
had a lot of
oh
fun.
my
then.
god,
Yeah,
I
I
used to
remember-
dream about the days of like being able to just like hit play on my space bar. And
I remember
play.
you and I would like make a video and we'd take it back to your basement and you'd like load that shit in and try and render everything, and it would take hours and it would crash like
Mhm.
several times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're
It was
better
ridiculous.
now.
They're better now. They're definitely better now.
I'm just still learning.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm never
Um,
gonna catch up though.
Yeah, you'll get there, man. It's not
Yeah.
too hard. It's not too difficult.
Yeah.
So
Let's shit on Animal Crossing.
let's move. We're getting there. We're getting there. I know you want to shit on Animal Crossing.
I
Let's get
do,
through the rest of
so
this stuff
bad.
and we'll shit on it. So GameStop was actually like forced to close their doors,
That's crazy.
but they've
Very
actually
sad.
switched to an online store pickup sales model. So what you can do is you can buy something from GameStop and then go and like hang out outside the door, and they'll like stick their arm out and like hand
Wait,
you your
really?
shit.
That
Yeah.
sounds better to me because I
That's
don't
what
want to
they're
sit in a
doing right
room
now.
full of nerds and be like, you're in gate 1 and you're in gate 2 and everyone
Yeah.
get in line for. I'm the only time I ever use GameStop is for pre-launches, so I can get
Yeah.
the game like a literal 12 hours early. And this
Right.
doesn't seem to hinder it at all. It seems to enhance that experience. So
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a good idea for.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll
Don't shit on my Animal Crossing, says
yeah.
Poppy.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting
We're
there.
getting there.
I literally have a
So
video I made about this.
He takes a shit on the cartridge. That's it.
That's the video.
that's a good video.
You can
I've
find
seen
it
it.
on Pornhub. Yeah.
xCloud, which is Xbox's streaming service, is internally testing browser-based cloud gaming. So just like what Stadia promised,
Okay.
they're actually doing it. I just
wow.
threw that in there because I like to keep up with the whole cloud gaming
Yeah,
thing. It's not
yeah.
really.
You think it's gonna happen still?
I think it's gonna happen eventually. I think all this is just it's the testing phase. I think
Yeah.
the actual cloud gaming is down the road, but I think it could be as far as like 10 years down the road.
Yeah.
Be as close as like a few years, honestly.
Yeah, I mean there are decent solutions. We talked about Parsec earlier. There's also there's a company called Shadow, I believe, that allows you to basically rent a computer that's on a server. You basically just remote into a high-end gaming PC, and you can play all your Steam games on that. Like
It's like an Airbnb.
yeah. Exactly. The what is it? The Steam based one. What was that called? We talked about it a few weeks ago. That's a really good system. I mean, it's getting there. There still isn't a perfect like latency free version, and I don't think that's coming until a while down the road.
Yeah.
The other day I logged into my computer like remotely on Steam with my phone.
Wow.
And I don't know how I did that because it says on the app it's like local network only. But then I logged in and it was like
Whoa.
I only did
Steam
it.
is
I was definitely on like my Apple or like my not Apple my mobile net my data
That's
basically. So
wild.
I was like,
Yeah.
how is this? And it was actually pretty good. It's pretty responsive, So
that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised how little bandwidth you need to be able to remote into someone's computer. I do it, like I said, on a daily basis, and I'll remote into people's computers when they're working from home and they've got shit networking at their house, and I'm able to control stuff. But getting that latency free experience is a whole nother story. You know what I mean?
That's the issue.
So, But yeah, anyway, I thought I'd mention that. Let's talk about Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is the biggest Switch launch ever.
Bigger than Breath of the Wild. Bigger than Mario. Bigger than the actual Switch itself. Yup.
Biggest Switch launch ever. Now, the only thing that I can imagine is this.
Yup.
The apocalypse happened. And everyone's bored off their nutsacks, and they're like, well, there's a new Nintendo game.
Yeah.
I might as well play this.
What can I not do right now? Well, I can't go and hang out with my friends. I can't even go out and do the yard work. Man, I can't even go get furniture for my new house. You can do all of that boring ass shit in this game. And then
exactly. Exactly.
Everyone is going to fight us right now in the chat, by the way. I'm like 100% sure.
No, I know for sure. I was talking to...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was talking to Chamali about this the other day when we were playing some Destiny together, and he's in the chat. I see him there, and yeah, he was defending the game to me, and honestly, he made some really good points. It's still not for me. But like, yeah, I just don't need. I get it. I get that you can't go out and experience your normal day-to-day life, so you have to simulate that in Animal Crossing.
It's a
great
timed.
analog. It's so perfectly timed. It's almost like they knew.
It's almost like they did it.
They knew the world was ending, and they're like, people are gonna need to pretend to be in a homeowner society, and they're gonna need
be in debt to a raccoon.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
it's crazy.
I guess I see the appeal, but like as a streamer, like I played the first one. I played the shit out of the first one. I must have put 300 hours in Animal Crossing 1. I loved it and everything. But knowing exactly what I know about that game, I just can't really like bring myself to see how I could be willing to spend so many hours literally doing what I could do in real life now. Like it's the same with The Sims and all those other like real life simulators. Like sure, Roller Coaster Tycoon is different because you don't own a theme park ever in your actual real life. But like I can go out and meet neighbors and pull weeds in real life, like, but not now. So I don't know. To me, like everyone is literally saying play it. Like literally everyone in the chat currently, even cinemas,
I don't think I
me to play it.
I'm thinking about getting it for my wife, but I would have to like first talk her into playing a video game. But actually, Chamali's the person who talked me into this train of thought because we're just talking about like the parts of the game that he enjoyed and that his wife enjoyed, and it made me think, oh my god, Chelsea actually would like this, because like Chelsea's the kind of person that sits there on Zillow and just like looks through different real estate listings for fun. You know what I mean? She's into that kind of stuff.
I'm just wondering what the draw really is. Like they're like, okay, you fly around other people's islands and collect fruit. What is about that is appealing? And so I'm like, why do I want to just collect fruit? I'm
go fishing.
Now I'm confused because I love
apply for building permits.
Yeah, I literally admit to loving the original one, and I finished my museum. I collected all the fish, and I sat there for hours, like literally catching bugs. Hours of like just fucking going. Oh, it's not 8 p.m. yet. Okay, now it's 8 p.m. I can find my giant stag beetle like on this tree. I know specific. It's like. Maybe people are just into that kind of thing again. Maybe I need to play it. You know, maybe I'm talking myself out of hating it right as we speak.
That's so funny.
But I mean, maybe my next goal should just be for Animal Crossing. Honestly,
do it. Next
donation goal.
Yeah. No, make the next donation goal for your capture card so that you can so you can play Animal Crossing in co-op and beautifully on your new capture card with no latency in your audio. Yeah, that's the move, dude.
They're saying when I need to chill, I play. I just don't have like time to play it. Like I'm you know what I mean? Like my downtime is like time to take a nap. Like I have like 1 hour of free time right now. I'm like, okay, do I want to like pick fruit? And I'm like, I'd rather just sleep in real life.
Right.
Oh, good.
That's
my
so
character's
funny.
Tired. Time to lay down while you watch him sleep. Anyway, I don't know. I guess our shit on it got completely reversed right there. I
didn't get completely reversed. I'm still shitting on it, but
yeah, I'm being solely convinced by the audience that. But my thing is, I'm a huge like 95% of the games I play are live. I'm going to be streaming almost all the games I play now because that's just kind of how I like to share my gaming experiences.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, does anyone want to watch that? Does anyone want to sit there and watch me catch a fucking fish for an hour? Like, I just can't imagine that it would entertain.
I don't want to do that.
No one, not even my good friends here.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Josh. Here's the thing. If you're the type of person, which I think you are, who can sit there and like just bullshit and talk with your community and have a good time and put on a good stream without having like basically just using the game as a background, then I think that's actually a good game for that.
Interesting. So it's more
and
like a
I
Let's
think
Chat.
that's something that you're actually good at.
It's also very saturated though too.
That's the thing. Is
That's
so
true, too.
Chamali is saying high viewer count, but I mean spread across 4,000 people. It's the same
Yeah.
as Doom. When I played Doom the other day, I had like one guy hang out and was like, "This is badass," and everyone else is like not talking because it's just so. But that's not a game you can really sit and like talk to the chat with.
Right.
You have to like stare at the screen for like 20 minutes. I will admit though, if I needed a just chat, that would be kind of good. Wait, what does it say? I've been the #1 player streamer for that game for 2 years. What are you even saying now? Cinemacast. Dino D-Day? What game is that? Someone back me up.
It's not a good game. I mean, it's like fun, but it's really bad. It's like
That's
basically
hilarious.
you're a dinosaur or a human and you fight in World War II, I think.
You had me at
That
all
sounds
of it.
awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Is that the feature game now?
Literally,
I know
I
it's-
have it. Fucking Cinema will buy you a copy if you want it.
That's
He literally,
so funny.
Yeah.
That
I'm
sounds
tempted to make that the feature game.
But yeah,
It's not my turn to choose though, so someone else needs to choose. I don't remember whose turn.
We could do
Lord
Animal
Yeshua.
Crossing.
No, God.
So
I'm not
Poppy,
paying
you're
60
saying
bucks for a game on
96,000
Microsoft.
people are
Yeah.
watching Animal Crossing. That's exactly why it's a bad game to stream as an individual streamer, because there's 100,000 people watching it. That doesn't mean that 100,000 people want to watch it. That means that many streamers are playing it, and
Yeah.
all the viewers are being forced into watching it. And
Yep.
so it's like, where else do I go? I have to watch Animal Crossing now. I'm not, again, saying it's not popular among some of these streamers, but there's like 10, 20, 30 streamers that it is, and the rest are getting like no.
I think of the three of us, you'd be the person who could get away with streaming that game.
Me?
Yeah,
Just
I
as a
think
Let's
so.
Chat?
I think of the three of us, you'd have
Yeah.
the most likely
So you're saying I would
success
have
with that.
5 and you would have 3 each.
Sure. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Let's move on from Animal Crossing. There's a
Yeah.
rumor that Microsoft is buying Konami.
Wow.
Now this is coming on the back
Wait,
of
yeah.
Konami. Whoa, phrasing. Of
Last
Konami
week-
reps denying that Sony is buying Konami.
So this is literally last
As-
week we were talking about the theory of Sony buying Konami, and now Microsoft is
Now
currently buying
Microsoft-
Konami.
So this is what happened. I think it's bullshit. Honestly, I think it's absolute bullshit because we heard that stuff about Sony, right?
yeah.
And right after that, Konami comes out and they're like, that's not happening, and also we're not working on Silent Hill. We like that game, but now's not the time. Right? And
Yeah.
right after that, everyone's like, must mean Microsoft's buying them. You know?
Basically.
It's like, wait, what? How did you get there? How did you get there here
This
from
is all
there?
wild.
Yeah.
Next week, Nintendo buying Konami, says Jamal.
Right. Yeah.
To me,
exactly.
it still seems like they're going to do something else with the I can't even think of the word now, with the names. Like they bought all these specific companies from Konami or whatever, pieces of it. It seems like they're planning something other than a game for these
Well, I
things.
don't think they actually did, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying none of that really happened?
I don't think any of that happened.
Oh, this is-
you know,
why even
I think it's all
speculate?
rumors. I'm not the one speculating.
you,
I'm
not you.
reporting
I
on
mean-
rumors. Yeah, I think
mean, like,
people are
why are
just
they
throwing
even-
out some bullshit. I think people want a new Castlevania. They want
Yeah.
a new Silent Hill. They want, they want these games. And so they're like, let's
Make it up.
spread some, let's get people talking about it.
To me, the Castlevania one was likely because of the show. So that's when I was like, okay, maybe the other ones are potentially being purchased to turn them into another type of media franchise
Yeah.
other than a game. But I mean, now's really the time to do all of this, though. Like, really
Yeah.
bank on this fucking virus bullshit and like bank on, literally, like if I was to make an Animal Crossing type game or a movie or a TV show, now would be the time to launch it because
Yeah.
now is a time where media is being consumed 3-time fold. Like, it's
Absolutely.
insane.
So speaking of companies that make the majority of their money from slot machines, Sega for their 60th anniversary announced Sanshiro Sagata has a son. Does anyone in the chat or
Is that-
even
Nope.
my co-host, do you guys remember who Sanshiro Sagata is?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so when the Sega Saturn came out, I highly recommend looking up these videos. They had an ad campaign with this guy Sanshiro Sagata, and he's like this crazy, like I think he's based on like old what's the dude's name? It doesn't matter. Like old Japanese like karate action movies. And he was the Sega Saturn mascot. That's right. And the commercials were insane. They're freaking awesome. I highly recommend looking those up. Anyway, so 60 years, Sega's anniversary, they come out, they say that Sanshiro has a son who's named Segashiro. And he's actually the real life son of the actor who played Sanshiro.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Wow,
I just thought that was something fun to
I don't
share.
know anything about that, but that's still pretty neat, though.
Oh,
I thought it was really
at the end
weird
of the
that they
story?
decided to go with that instead of like announcing big games. They're like, here's
This
this
guy,
really obscure thing.
Yeah, it's sex
How old is the
they
son?
copulated.
I don't know. From the commercials, it looks like he's in high school.
So yeah, they couldn't have told us
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Right?
This
Right.
just in, son born 20 years ago.
Right,
That's
exactly.
just in.
So funny.
Well, that's cool, I guess. They're trying to like rebirth the franchise in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But,
Now is like
but
the
there's
perfect
not even
time
a
to do
franchise.
that.
It's not like it was like a
Yeah.
game.
No, that's
It
true.
was a
It's
mascot for the system, And so like they've been kind of teasing at some big
Yeah.
announcements.
I mean,
and
Sonic
nothing.
movie just came out announcing
Sonic
that.
movie did. Yeah.
Like, I mean, there might be leading towards some kind of weird thing.
Yeah,
Again,
probably.
now is the time to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And our last bit of news, BioWare is working on a major title in an existing prestigious franchise.
Oh, gee, I wonder.
The leak was confirmed, or rather comes from a job listing for a technical director position that was listed.
You should
Now,
probably have one of those if you plan to make a game.
so, I mean, they already have a director for Dragon's Age, at least as far as we know. I don't think they're going to be putting any additional resources or getting a new director necessarily for Anthem, right? So what does that leave? Does that leave another, what was the space game?
Why can't I remember the name? No,
Yeah, I'm blanking on it now,
Space,
too.
But now I can't remember.
No, I'm blanking on it too.
Wait, not Deep Space. Dude, what the fuck is the name?
Help us.
What are you talking about?
Mass Effect.
Mass
Thank you.
Effect.
Oh,
Mass Effect.
Deep Space.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking of the YouTube
Space.
series I've been watching.
And also, you can't
Mass
forget
Effect.
Anthem.
You can easily forget
I
Anthem.
mentioned Anthem, and I mentioned that it's not
I
worth
forgot he mentioned
anyone's
is it,
breath.
Is it Anthem?
It
Could be Anthem, guys. Remember that game that came out?
Oh my god.
Has everyone
I
really
honestly
forgot
thought
about
that Anthem was going to kill BioWare, so the fact that they are working on another game is kind of amazing. So
that game was supposed to be better than everything.
Oh
Now
god,
they're,
it's
like,
fucking
shit on.
awful.
Apex kind of like
I
coordinated
wanted it
its
to be
launch.
good.
Didn't Apex Legends kind of like coordinate its launch with Anthem to kind of shit on it purposefully?
I don't think they did it purposefully.
No, but it was, like, timed in a way that was, like-
happened. Yeah,
was like,
and
here's a
also
free version
Anthem
of
just
that
kind of
game.
shit the bed by not like making a good game.
Well,
I
there you
loved
go.
Anthem 2 for about 30 minutes. I liked flying around as Iron Man and shooting at things, and the graphics were beautiful, but the story was trash. The gameplay loop was trash. It just was a trash game, and which is a huge bummer because it had a lot of potential. Like it could have been a really very cool game. I honestly still hope that they fix it, but I don't know if they can pull a No Man's Sky on that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently No Man's Sky got revived in this new auxiliary series, everyone's saying, which is
No Man's Sky is freaking amazing right now.
Now apparently it's amazing, but okay.
You still play it?
Outer Lands or Outer Wilds.
Neither of those games have anything to do with No Man's
It's supposed
Sky.
to be the same like theme of it, like exploring space.
Well,
but with
it
more
kind
of
of
a
looks like
purpose.
it, but it's very short. It's a very short
Is it?
game. Yeah, it's like a narrative game.
Someone was telling me it's more
Yeah.
mind blowing than Doki Doki.
I've heard that it's got an amazing story. Let's figure out what our next feature game's going to be. Now, I'm gonna mention this. Like when we came up with the idea of feature game, we wanted it to be something that can either be played for free or extremely cheap. You know what I mean? So, does anyone have an idea for a game that we can focus on that people can play for either free or extremely cheap? Featured game, Anthem.
Oh god.
Chamali.
Is it free?
No.
Oh no.
But it probably doesn't
I'm
cost
not-
much. We're not doing that. It's not.
No.
I picked Swords of Ditto, so one of you guys needs to pick.
He
I think it's
did.
actually Colin's turn to
Oh,
pick.
thank
again.
God.
I don't have an idea right now. I'll come up with one tonight
Okay.
or tomorrow.
Come up with one. We'll post it in the Discord, and we'll go from there. Don't forget, guys, we really appreciate clips. If you have any clips
Yes.
of the podcast, send those to Josh.
I almost got the Instagram.
Josh is still building the Instagram.
Yeah, meticulously.
Is Sentinels of the Multiverse inexpensive? I don't think it's expensive. I don't think, and I could probably hook us up with free copies.
We seem a little
honestly.
biased, though.
I've got a homie. You know, I've got.
He knows
the
a
hookup.
guy on the inside.
I know a guy. So,
my
yeah.
thought is that might be a little biased of a game. That's like if I invented Cuphead and we're like, it's the game of the week.
Yeah.
Although that being said, I haven't played Sentinels, the game. So aside from the board game,
the tactics game's coming out soon. I don't know the
Really?
release date, but it looks really cool.
sick.
Looks really cool. So yeah. Anyway, all right, we'll keep you guys updated. Do we have any? Are you streaming tonight, Josh?
Let's do it.
Wait, no, you gotta restart your computer, bud.
Again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why?
because you need to update it to get that virus protection back on there.
How many times am I gonna have to update it in a row?
Just one more time, and then be done.
Yeah, do it.
Alright.
It's worth it. Okay, everyone, go check out Josh on his channel, Lord Yeshua.
Gotta use
He's
that
going to be
rate.
streaming after he reboots. I wish I could rate him right now, but he's going to be rebooting his computer. But go check him out. Yeah, I'm here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays streaming video games as well as Saturday mornings. And then you can also find me on Twitter at Ryugami Sama. And 4Gs,
.com.
where you at?
I'm at twitch.tv/4Gs. I'm kind of all over the place now with my schedule though, because like this whole like quarantine thing. So I should be streaming more this week is my goal, you know? So we'll see if that happens or not. So
What is
Yeah.
happening? Keep disconnecting. 4Gs is inside of me right now with Parsec.
Oh no.
what?
Why do you keep connecting and disconnecting?
Parsexing your computer. I gotta get going, guys. I'm
All
gonna
right,
end the
see ya,
stream.
bud.
Everyone
Lord
have an
Yeshua at
amazing night.
CTV.
Just go
Yeah,
raid
go to
Mindari.
Lord
Just raid
Yeshua.
Mindari.
I
Right
mean,
there.
okay. if you
No,
have
go
to.
check out Lord Yeshua.
Oh my god, just give her the 9 viewers we have. We have 9 viewers. That's
my
fantastic.
God. 9 viewers, Lord
Okay,
Yeshua
we'll
could
raid
really use
Mindar. We got
those.
5 viewers. And most people.
It says 9, actually. Yeah.
It says 9. It'll look
Okay.
nice. It'll be
Yes,
nice.
let's donate money to Trump. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. We're
All
going. We're
Give
leaving.
us money.
Oh my lord. All right. Have an awesome night, guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. We're raiding now. Bye.
Damn it! I wish I had that raid.
I'm sorry, dude.